game of the O.C.G. and I'm here playing Atomic Heart.
So, what will it be, Major? Weapons?
Really? There we go.
It looks like there was a containment breach in the algae workshop, and experimental materials leaked out.
That's actually good for us.
Really, fuck. Yeah, the dashing in this game really does need kind of a little bit of work.
It's a weird song, but I like the girl's voice. Is that a
Hey, how's it going?
future?
Indeed it is. Professor Lebedev of the Academy of Consequences has developed a non-linear algorithm based on the principles of non-commutative quantum mathematics.
Charles.
Yes?
Who were you just talking to?
Forgive me. I'll explain it in terms you can understand. The Academy of Consequences has found a way to calculate musical radio waves from the future. They don't actually pick them up. This isn't a time machine after all. What you're hearing is based on a very specific mathematical calculation. A highly complex neuropolymer-based algorithm.
Neat.
Major victory in its open-ended space exploration mission.
This is the Luna, a kind of lock.
It'll open once all the holes have canisters of lunar soil in them. You eggheads sure love your fancy locks, don't you? Guess I'll go find some canisters.
Of the Earth's satellite. Soviet lunar rovers have successfully collected and returned to Earth the soil samples from locations. First lunar cities are soon
Well,
collected.
what do we have here?
Samples were also collected from Mars. Soviet push for the colonization of the inner solar system is making great the samples, specifically the pioneering first 5, by sealing them into 5 capsules.
Oh, okay, I forgot about
They are
that.
now kept.
Admiral Gear, there's no time to lose.
Not that batshit lady robot perv again. I'll go around her.
Not so fast, Comrade Major. I understand that interactions with this model may be unpleasant for you,
Ah.
but it would be...
Oh my god, this chick is so dirty, and it's fucking hilarious.
If I can get a good weapon out of her, I guess it'll be worth it. There it is.
There you are, sugar. Oh, I missed you so much. Have you dumped that stupid glove yet?
Don't count on it.
I love it when you get angry. Yes, yes! Scold me, punish me. I was a bad girl and strung up another disgusting creep.
What? You killed someone again? You monster.
But you haven't entered me for so long. Do you like it, sugar? I did my best.
This is cool. For real. Now, could you please... Charles, what does Petrov need with the repair vendor? Why would the sicko try to take control of Nora? Why would he even need weapons? He's got robots fighting for him.
The traitor realized that employees confronted with hostile robots will defend themselves. And the soldiers defending the facility will attempt to get more powerful weapons.
He must have been scared someone would bump into him by accident and shoot him like the traitorous
Right?
piece of dog shit he is.
That very well may...
And that's nothing. She talks about you squirting polymer in her. They talks about making your sword harder and longer. She literally, every fucking conversation makes jokes.
Hands on a repair vendor.
It's fucking hilarious.
Nora's algorithms were still corrupted in a
Like I said, this is like Russian open world Bioshock. It's great because I haven't played a Bioshock game in a really long time.
I've got one. I've got another one. Done.
I think it worked.
Whew, this place is huge. And it's got Sechenov's name written all over it. So, where are we?
This is the seed bank, the heart of the Vavilov complex. Samples of seeds from all manner of plants are stored here so they can be cultivated to grow.
So, what will it be, Major? What?
Okay. Ah! Don't tell me that, man. Oh my god, dude, you really need to play Bioshock. It's so fucking good.
Crisp critters!
They're most certainly crispy, Major.
Shut up, Charles. No time for this.
Like, oh, dude, you really need to fix that. You can get them all for real cheap right now. I can kind of see that. I like, you know, I'm not like crazy for first-person shooters, but I definitely do like them. Deus Ex. Oh, man. Oh, dude. You're breaking my heart, man. They're so good. Oh god, holy shit. Okay, shit just got real. Wow, okay. Oh, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and harp on you. You know, they are really good though. Like I said, I'm not like, oh my god, like crazy for first-person games, but I do like a good one occasionally. Like Doom, or Wolfenstein, or fucking Far Cry. I've always loved Far Cry. That's another game that I pretty much will buy any game in the series. I love Far Cry. And I mean, like, think about it this way, man. If you already own it, what do you have to lose? But I can understand, these days your fucking hands are full, you've got all these adulting responsibilities, shit's hard. You have a limited amount of time. Plus, I mean, I love them, but I mean, you're not me, obviously. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, my backlog is already full enough, god damn it. I ain't got time for this shit. Yeah, you never know, one day you'll suddenly get a thing for it. I will say, BioShock is really not your average, everyday kind of shooter.
Please select the desired procedure.
Ah, fuck, I'm so close to being able to make this gun. Shit. I like first person because I like first person, especially for like horror, because when you have a first person game, it feels more immersive to me and you feel in the shoes of it. And like for horror, that's what you want to feel, is immersed. Like you're in the shoes. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I think we're gonna have to wait. Yeah, there you go.
Malfunction. Critical security system failure. All personnel evacuate the seed bank.
God, I miss the days when fucking military shooters used to be good, man. Battlefield, Bad Company 2, classic Modern Warfare. Now you have fucking Battlefield 2042, otherwise known as Battlefield the Abortion. Yeah, exactly. And then they're just like, hey, you know how everybody really loved Bad Company and Bad Company 2? Let's never do that ever again!
So, what will it be, Major? Weapons or abilities?
But then again, this is fucking EA, so what could you possibly expect?
System failure. All personnel evacuate the seed bank immediately.
And it really blows because Battlefield 2 ends on a... Bad Company 2 ends on a massive cliffhanger that now will most likely never be fucking resolved. Way to go. Couldn't even finish the fucking story. Right? It's like, you know how everybody loved Battlefront 2, Bad Company 2, and thinks it's one of the best games ever made? Well, let's go and make a game that's the opposite of that and is a generic as fuck game. Yeah, exactly. It was such a step down. The only thing I will say good about Battlefront 3 is that it was pretty. I didn't think it was a pretty game. Yeah, right, exactly. God of War 3 was fucking majestic. Right, exactly. You know, and I will say this though, I'm actually happy that on the whole, the industry's kind of moved away from pre-rendered cutscenes, because we don't really need them anymore. I like having real-time cutscenes, you know what I'm saying? Where you seamlessly enter and exit, and you can see your character's armor and changes in the cutscenes.
Complex's robotic staff at all costs.
Plus, like, they just took so much memory that, you know, the pre-rendered cutscenes, they were just memory sucks. I remember back in the day, Metal Gear Solid 4. Can I see? Let me see what you're saying. Now I gotta switch my new video. Oh man, the YouTube app really does need work. It really, really does. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, see, man, like, at least with, like, 360, like, Microsoft was trying and had, like, actual exclusives. I actually liked a lot of the Xbox exclusives. Like, Alan Wake. I fucking love Alan Wake. Halo was good. I know you're probably not big into Halo, but I really like Halo. Halo Reach. I grew up playing Fable. Oblivion was, like, a 360 exclusive first. You know, like at least like on 360, Microsoft was fucking trying. Even if you, kind of. It's, I can't even describe it. It's not like any game you've ever played. Part of it is like a faux television, where it's like previously on Alan Wake. You use the flashlight to battle enemies. You're reading a manuscript that tells you what's gonna happen. Yourself wrote it. Like, it's fucking wild. Although it's not even an Xbox exclusive anymore, man. It's on PlayStation. They've remastered it and they brought it to PlayStation. Yes, exactly. There you go. Okay? And fucking Skyrim. Oh my god, Skyrim on fucking... Oh, PS3 was so bad. I feel bad for people who had to play Skyrim on fucking PS3. Oh my god. Where it's like, hey, the longer you play this game, literally the worse it's gonna run. Hope you don't get too attached to your save file, fucker. Oh, hold on 1 second. Really? Okay, my mom's dog is being a nuisance. I love her, but she's a little yappy dog. Right? Yeah. Yeah, right? Everybody was having problems with it, and then they just made it worse. Like, how about we release a patch that makes it where literally anyone...
According to biometric readings, this is
anyone who tries to play this game and jumps into water, instant freeze. And the only way to fix it...
Shit. It really is Petrov.
The only way to fix it... reinstall the fucking game. Good luck waiting 5 fucking hours. Oh my god, like, yes. Ugh. Yeah, I would say, I know you prefer PS3, but if you're gonna play Skyrim, it really was better on PS3. Same with Fallout New Vegas, with Fallout, 3. All the Bethesda games were much better on 360. You could definitely tell that it was made for around that architecture. Which, in their defense, The thing about PS3, it was very powerful, but it was very hard to work with. It had a completely different architecture compared to PC. So, for a lot of developers, making stuff for 360 was easy peasy. There's literally, oh, it's a PC, but weaker. Whereas PS3 required very specialized programming that you had to, like, learn a whole different thing. And eventually, you know, they learned it, and you got good PS3 ports. But for a long time, there's a lot of games that were great on 360, and then got botched when they came to PS3.
Wizard, this is P3. Come in.
Wizard here. Have you found Petrov, my boy?
I found his body. He's been
Yeah, right.
decapitated. A loader turned his skull into blood pudding.
And on top of that, you can play the game like, you know, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Oblivion. You can play them at 4K 60 on a series.
Did he have any rings on him? 2 gold rings?
No ring, sir. Just a candle.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. I need you to report to the VDNH at once, P3. We've got bigger problems than Petrov to deal with.
What could be worse than Petrov?
Stockhausen will debrief you at the VDNH. Hurry. Time is of the essence. Do I make myself clear, my boy?
10-4, Wizard. Moving out.
And, you know, that's where I will say that Xbox has smoked Sony, is the backwards compatibility. The backwards compatibility is fucking night and day on Xbox. You have Xbox One games, 360 games, original Xbox games, all in one system, all with modern features. You have FPS boost that doubles the frame rate. You have res boosts that makes old games run cleaner. You have the definitive version of Final Fantasy 13. You have quick resume, so the games have save states. Like, you know. Yeah, exactly. Like they're the only community, like Big 3, that likes modders. I totally agree with you. Yeah, exactly. And they respect their old games. They currently do not respect. Right? Man, Nintendo is the worst. They have this entire library of fucking classic games, and they're just like, hey, let's never make an official way to play them ever again. Right? It took them like 15 years to bring Pokemon Yellow to fucking Virtual Console, and then they acted like it was some favor and you should suck their dick for it.
Internal PEC-4 power generator microclimate readings are suboptimal. Electricity generation not possible.
The door's locked.
The energy from the
Right?
candles isn't sufficient to...
And then, okay, so, you know, that's the frustrating thing, man, is they not only don't want to make it so that there's a modern way to play it, right? You can't, they shut down their servers. Not only do they want to make these games, so they literally suck cock. But not only do they want to make it so that there's no modern way to play their games, but if you want to try and find a way to play their games, i.e. flying the black flag, they'll fucking shut you down. And it's like, well, people wouldn't have to pirate your shit if you fucking made a legitimate way to buy it, dude. You know, and it's such a shame because it basically means that if you want to play the games legally, you have to fucking buy copies of these games, and they become so fucking expensive, and it's such a damn shame because you have to pay a marked up price, and none of that goes to the actual developers of the game. If you pay $200 to get a mint condition copy of Emerald for Game Boy, you're not fucking giving Nintendo $200. You're giving a fucking Gary Scalper in his mom's basement twirling his neck beard $200.
power the main gate. But installing them...
So it's like, they don't profit from it, but they don't want anyone else to play the games either. So Nintendo arguably has the greatest classic library in gaming, because they have the NES, the SNES, you know, they're right up there with one of the greatest ones. It's debatable. But, you know, Sony and Nintendo have the greatest classic library. So many classic games, and you can't fucking play them. And then they finally bring the classic games right to Switch, but you have to pay a membership, and you can't permanently buy the games. Just let me permanently buy the fucking games. And then, right, and then the emulation has problems. Like, it was such a big deal when they brought Ocarina of Time to Switch. Once again, you could only play it while you had a subscription, and they found out the emulator for 64 was all fucked up, and it had tons and tons of issues. So it's, hey, buy our new subscription. Buy our new subscription service so you can play the worst version of Ocarina of Time. Right? They don't have the top. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's literally just them, dude. Because they own the rights. Nintendo owns all the rights to all their major games. So it's not like they couldn't, it's that they won't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so fucking dumb.
Activated a system that provides special polymers to the birch tree life support system. The life support system has 4 primary functions. Maintaining optimal temperature.
And then they fucking shit on the fans. Like, I remember they had fucking Pokemon Uranium come out. It was a fan-made game, and it was one of the most impressive fan-made games I've ever seen, man. Pokemon Uranium was fucking insanely good. It rivaled the Pokemon games in quality. So what did they do? They fucking told them to take it down.
Insects.
In other words, 4 columns, 4 canisters.
So it's like they basically don't want you to play their old games. You know, and it's like a fucking toaster could run a Game Boy emulator at this point if you just brought the Game Boy games.
But I really don't want to hear this right now.
Right? He dropped it for free, and they still made him take it down. I could understand if he was fucking trying to charge people. Yeah, because he was a fan, right? I could understand if he was trying to make money off of it. But they made him take it down. They're assholes. Thankfully, he actually was able to salvage it and release a version of the game. He took out all of the Pokemon that were recognizable and replaced them all with his own original monsters, changed the name, and I forget what it's called now, but you can download it with all the Pokemon elements removed, but it's still a Pokemon game. And they couldn't take that one down. It's fucking great. Just go into it expecting a whole hell of a lot more Breath of the Wild. If you like Breath of the Wild, it's great. If you didn't like Breath of the Wild, you won't like this. But literally, like, they have, like, tripled the size of the map from Breath of the Wild. That's what's insane, because you have the whole map from Breath of the Wild, the ground level, and then they have a new map of islands in the sky, a la Skyward Sword, that you can fucking go to and skydive from, and then they have an entire underground map. Yeah, it's funny. You can build anything. And of course, you know, in a game where you let people build anything, they're going to find a way to make a dick out of it. That's... that's awesome. Like I said, if you give people the tools to make stuff in games, somebody's going to come up with the dick. It's just inevitable. You can't fight it. That's just how it is. But you can build virtually anything you want to. So it almost has like Minecraft elements. Like you can take 4 logs and fuse them together and then put a fan on it and turn it into a makeshift fucking boat. Some pretty cool shit. And then on top of the sky, and you know, you have the ground map from the original game, but it's like significantly changed. It's been many years and all this stuff, like cataclysm happened. You have an entire underground map that's double the size of the fucking map. So it's like you have this massive overworld in the sky, then you have the ground, then you have the underneath. And you can, it's like so cool because you go to the ground, the depths, through a hole in the ground. You skydive into it. So you can literally start from a mile up, skydive into a fucking hole and basically free fall into a cave. It's cool. But like I said, it... Yeah, exactly. Because they stopped giving a fuck. And yeah, I mean, you might get a little bit of lag in Tears of the Kingdom, but it runs very, very solidly, man. So, and it looks 10 times better than
Charles,
fucking
I'm in the hot
Pokemon
shop.
shit.
Am I gonna turn into a crispy critter if I stay in here too long?
No, the laboratory tables in the hot workshop or thermarium require...
So, what do you think about our birch tree, Sugar?
The one in the humongous glass thing? What about it?
She's holding out for a hero, just like
You know, and like, it has a staggering amount of content, man. You have like hundreds of side quests, like 10, 15 towns where you can enter all the buildings, 152 side dungeons, and not like Skyrim where it's copy and paste. Like, all the dungeons are fun as fuck. 7 main dungeons, the fucking underground, the sky. Like, it is really kind of insane, the sheer amount of shit that they managed to fit into a fucking Switch cartridge with Tears of the Kingdom. It is super impressive. But, like, it is a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, so if you didn't like Breath of the Wild, because it was very different, you're not gonna like this. Fuck, I'm so close to being able to make that pistol. Son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
Although, I gotta be
Where did
honest
all
with
these
you,
monsters come from?
I'm really
Mere
not...
hypothesis, but
I'm really not cool with the fact that Nintendo decided to charge $70 for it. Shit. My throat is hoarse. Because, number one, I don't like anybody charging $70 for games, but I can tolerate it for Microsoft and Sony because inflation is a bitch. It's been raw dicking us all. And the games are super expensive. Yeah, then you're going to love Tears of the Kingdom. It's like supersized Breath of the Wild. You will absolutely fucking love it. But, like, I can understand them making Sony and Microsoft games $70 because those are super expensive. You can tell God of War Ragnarok, Horizon, they made top-tier productions, so them being 70 makes sense. Switch games cost nowhere near the amount of money to make. They're like a tenth of the budget because they're so graphically dated. And they only are doing it for some games. Which basically means we're going to charge you $70 for the games we can get away with. It's Zelda, so fucking pay us. Yeah, it was so cool. I agree.
I suspect they're the bodies of dead soldiers.
I literally have every Zelda game, every mainline Zelda game. Literally all of them, and many of the spin-offs. And I probably my favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess. But I've only played like the first dungeon of Tears of the Kingdom, so my streaming is really important to me. I've been getting a lot of growth lately. I'm at like 300,000 views and like 300 plus subscribers now. So I've been trying to put all of the time that I can into streaming, and like whenever I play Tears of the Kingdom, as much as I love it, it's like in the back of my head, like, you should be streaming. And I don't have a laptop and a capture card, so I can't do that because, of course, you know, Switch is the only modern system that doesn't have built-in streaming because Nintendo has always been fucking archaic as shit and way behind the times. So, like, I have to balance it because I don't want to neglect my streaming because of Tears of the Kingdom.
By sprouts.
A fucking hypothesis? Are you shitting me?
It's merely my own determination. This has never happened before.
Fuck me. So how did it happen?
I guess that something went wrong with the sprouts after Petrov caused the malfunction.
Right? Right? In fucking 2023, they don't have fucking voice chat. Really? So, you know, there are so many Switch games that I want to stream, but I can't until I get a laptop and a capture card and a big-ass hard drive. I have like a Seagate hard drive for my Xbox and my PS5. I have like a 2 terabyte external hard drive. So, you know, I have ample memory, but I don't think that'll work in my PC, so I have to buy another one. So we're looking at a couple $100s for a laptop. We're looking at probably $100 for a good capture card. And then we're looking at like another $100 for a fucking hard drive, and it's just like I don't have fucking $700 just lying around. But that's definitely one of my stretch goals one of these days is to get a capture card and a laptop, because it doesn't need to be a good laptop. I literally won't be running the games on the laptop. The laptop is only to facilitate the recording studio. I'll be running it from the console. But once I get a capture card and a laptop and an adapter, I can literally stream anything. I can stream fucking GameCube games if I wanted to. I can stream original Xbox games, PS2, PS1, 3DS. Like, once I get a capture card, fucking anything. I can stream anything. Because, I'm a big fan of classic games. And there's so many older games I'd love to stream. Eternal Darkness, Super Mario Sunshine, all these Switch games, and I can't, So that's definitely the stretch goal if I ever get enough money is to do that so I can stream everything. Oh, okay, it's a shortcut. Fuck, I'm so close to getting the... Like I said, it's definitely my dream to get, a laptop and a capture card. Hopefully one of these days I will. Until then, I just basically have to stream on PlayStation. There are worse things, obviously.
It's hot as balls in here. You call this comfortable?
The temperature in the shop seems to have risen to an extremely high level.
Yeah, no shit.
The heaters must have malfunctioned. The workshop will remain filled with superheated air as long as they remain as they are.
Got it. They must be in a room somewhere around here.
And plus there's, with a base laptop, I couldn't do advanced games. But there are a bunch of games that are, I love to play and stream that aren't like super graphically advanced, but still fucking great. All are these RPG Maker games, all these indie games on Steam, so on and so forth. I really want to play Black Mesa. I really love Half-Life. I'm a huge fan of Half-Life, and they fucking went and remade Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2's engine, and that's still only on PC. It's only like $20. I'd really love to play that. I actually did play it back in the day when it came out. I had a friend with a PC, and like they counted down to the original late release when it was still a mod. Now, Valve gave it the official green light, and basically it's an official game now. Like, that's how cool Valve is. Nintendo would have sued their ass into the fucking ground. That game would have never seen the light of day. But I remember counting down and downloading it on my friend's PC and us playing it. It was cool.
Convicted person number 704.
Right? Exactly. How dare you make a remake of our games? I demand your firstborn son in tribute. Can you imagine if they did like the Hunger Games, but instead of fucking like the districts from the capital, it's just like all the people who tried to make Nintendo fan games, all their children? The Bowser games.
Boilers look like they're about to blow. What the hell are we supposed to do?
I have no data. I've never been here before.
I've seen that stuff before. It's cryogenic, right?
Indeed it is. That is a Fahrenheit. a candle filled with cryopolymer. It's designed to reduce temperatures and equalize pressure in high-temperature furnaces.
I'll try getting them into the boilers. How do I get into the pipe?
It's like, why are you taking my children? You illegally streamed copyrighted music. There is no forgiveness.
What do I do now? Lug this shit to the boiler myself?
It worked. 2 more left.
Gee, are you sure?
It's such a shame too, because I love their business. I love Nintendo's games. I do not love their fucking business practices. I'm playing a bunch of different stuff, man. I'm definitely gonna go back to the Resident 4 remake. I don't want to get pigeonholed into one type of game. I've seen YouTubers fall into that trap. They play one type of game to the exclusion of all others, and then fucking bam. They can't play anything else nobody wants to watch. Like, no, I don't want that to happen to me.
It's a good thing the pipe's opening's in the next room and not over by the birch tree.
Plus, I really do like this game as well. Atomic Heart is really fucking cool.
Okay, second one's all set.
Fucking robots, you didn't bring none, there wouldn't have been none. Fucked around and found out.
Who the hell came up with all this shit? I'm sick to death of shoving balls into tubes.
We're doing this so we can leave the Vavilov complex.
Why can't I just,
I'm afraid only an irregular door is available.
Ah, shit, dead end. There we go.
A relief.
I really like the art direction of this game a lot. I think this is a fucking gorgeous game.
What's the hot workshop used for?
Heat-resistant polymers are made here. But most of the research is dedicated to the cultivation of heat-resistant...
Is there a photo in this game? I actually forgot. I'm not sure if there is.
flora.
Nice.
The polymers here are enriched with essential...
Hold on, somebody's texting me. I don't want to ignore them. I try not to ignore people.
oils from Cacti cereris, a cactus. The polymers make it possible to cultivate groups of plants that are adapted to high temperatures.
Do they want to make the desert greener or something?
Something like that. They plan to terraform Mars.
Saving data. Authorization. Major Nichap.
Finally, I have enough supplies.
So, what will it be, Major? What?
I have a limited inventory. Hold on. Here we go. I actually love this game. This gun. It seems like a wimpy pistol, but it actually winds up being really, really good. Crafting. Yeah, let me craft some shotgun shells. There is no such thing as too many shotgun shells. It's a fucking myth. If you think you don't have, if you think you've got too many shotgun shells, you actually don't have enough.
Saving data.
Let me save. See, I'll reload my save because, like, something about the reload for this gun is so fucking satisfying. Well, you know, you asked me my opinion of Redfall while seamlessly giving your opinion. That was artful, Red Fail. I see what you did there. It's a disaster. I honestly think it was the type of game that didn't need to be made. If you're gonna have Arcane do something, have them do the type of game they're made for, man. I fucking love Dishonored. Have them make more fucking Dishonored. Have them do more of that shit. That's what they're good at. Instead, they had to make a type of game that they never made, that nobody wanted them to make, a looter shooter. But even then, I could get behind it if it worked. It's so fucking janky and broken. And then on top of that, despite it being an Xbox exclusive and a Series X exclusive, next gen only, the game looks like it's from like fucking 2006. Like, oh my god. That reload is just so satisfying. Like, I can't even explain it. It's basically gun porn. I'm gonna load my save because I wasted all that ammo. I just wanted to show off the reload. Like, they perfect. That is the perfect reload. It's so accurate to the actual gun and fucking slide the magnum. Like, when it comes to guns and games, it really is the detail that sells it. But yeah, you know, and all the other games that have come to Bethesda or Xbox have been games that were previously exclusives, like Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. So Redfall was important. It was the first true exclusive game to come from the Bethesda deal. That wasn't, a timed exclusive. And wow, they really shit the bed.
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P3.
It's not even the type of game that I like to play, man. But even then, if it was the type of game even if I could get past that, it's so broken that it's like if I'm going to play a lead shooter, I'll just go play The Division 2 or Outriders. Do I have enough supplies to upgrade in my weapons?
Major Nechayev.
So yeah, it's a fucking fail. Muzzle brake. And it breaks my heart too because I love the studio. I fucking love Arcane, man. Dishonored has to be in one of my all-time favorite games. I love Dishonored so much. And so for them to fucking fumble this badly, it was Microsoft that fumbled this. It sucks. And I'm afraid they're going to shut down the fucking studio. So even though it's Microsoft's fault, it's going to be the studio that fucking pays for it. That's my concern. That I don't want that to happen. Fuck yeah, you can get these cartridges that add elements to your weapons. So, like I can literally open my weapon wheel. If I remember the button, it's been a while. Wait, fuck, what was the button to open? Open your weapon wheel. Fuck. Up until now, I've just been able to shift. Fuck. What? Yeah, it's a good thing it's on fucking Game Pass. Oh my god, man. If I'm gonna pay $70 for Redfall, Bill Gates better fucking get on his knees and give me the sloppiest of top, okay? It better come with a fucking blowjob and a thank you pat on the head. Fucking $70 for that. Oh my god.
Major Nechayev, codename P3, access granted.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, hey, that a boy. I mean, if you're gonna fuck me in the ass, you could at least tickle my balls while you're down there. Lube me up a little bit. Fucking $70 for Redfall. Oh my god, what's the button for the weapon wheel? Fuck. Hey, okay. Yeah. I'm not retarded, I'm just mentally challenged. Okay. There's a fucking way to add on the cartridges, and I'm trying to remember. Okay. There we go. and like it adds like elements to your weapons, which is really cool. It's a little bit clunky. This game's not
Please select
perfect,
the desired
but this game is
procedure.
made by a small studio. Like. I mean, like, Redfall honestly feels like it's a game that's in alpha. It's just a disaster, and like I said, it sucks. Like I've told people, repeatedly, I prefer Sony, but I still like Xbox, and I don't want Xbox to do poorly. Because what people don't seem to realize is that competition between game companies is good for gamers. If you don't have any competition, you get fucking lazy. It's what happened to Nintendo. Switch was so wildly successful that Nintendo didn't even have to fucking try. And now look, you get fucking poked at the newest Pokemon games looking like fucking it was made in a Taiwanese sweatshop. But on a fucking PS2. Because there's just no people gobble it up. When you have companies competing, they constantly one-up each other, and the result is better games for everybody. They're like rivals, pushing each other to greatness. So I want Microsoft to do well, man, but they just keep making fucking mistake after mistake, and it's heartbreaking to see it, too. It's like, come on, bro. You sit there and you're like, we have the world's most powerful console. And then Redfall looks like a fucking PS3 game. Really showcasing the muscle, man. Oh, man. And then the PC fucking port of Redfall was even worse. If you can believe that. It's like, you're the PC guys. How did you fuck that up? Like, it's not like Sony, who they handed all the PC port off to another developer, so that's why it can be like janky. It's like PC is where you fucking live. It's your home. How did you manage to blow that?
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P3.
It's like, you fucking kidding me? It's like, I'm trying to root for you guys. Jesus Christ. Okay, see, now my weapons are starting to get good. Fuck yeah. Let's rock and roll.
Crews inside these robots. All critical elements are located at...
Okay. And it's like, I think Microsoft's approach was, oh, we can fix it after the fact. No, you needed Redfall to be fucking awesome at launch. It was the first game. You purchased Bethesda like 2 years ago. It was the first big fucking exclusive. You needed it to be good at launch. Like, it would have been better to delay the game than to launch it like it was when Microsoft was already not doing great.
The canisters fill automatically once the temperature is normalized.
Everything here seems pretty cut and dry. We should head back before something fucked up happens.
Comrade Major,
Yes? Got something constructive to say?
Have I done something to offend you? Why are you taking your frustration out on me?
Sorry, it's not your fault. I'm just mad at myself.
Why? You didn't kill Petrov. He was killed by his own weapon, a hostile robot.
That doesn't matter. I was supposed to take him alive, and I failed. And that's not all. Sechenov saved my life. He's like a father to me. As far as I can remember, anyway, I let him down.
How much of your life do you remember, Comrade Major?
2 years, maybe a little more. I can't remember much from before I got hurt, but as I said, he's like a father to me. If there's anything I'm sure about, it's that.
Fair enough. But it's illogical to berate yourself for something that isn't your fault.
Who cares if it's logical or not? Dr. Sechenov was counting on me, and I let him down. Now he's disappointed in me. And I feel like shit.
If that's what's troubling you, just let it go. There's nothing unusual about your situation.
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? Comrade Sechenov is always disappointed in everyone. There's no pleasing the man. His perfectionism is pathological, and everyone knows it. Every single person in his life lets him down.
What? Nah, that's bullshit.
Neuropolymer gloves are incapable of deception.
Yeah. I guess so.
Okay, 1 second. Do. Like I said, it just, I really hoped that they would have gotten it fixed. And it's not like they didn't know. The beta for Redfall showed serious fucking problems. They knew it was fucked. They knew it was a problem, and they chose to release it anyway.
Freaking critters. This place just keeps getting more and more fucked up. Jeez, how many of you are there?
I love the looting in this game. It's awesome. Do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you there. They definitely need more, big first-party exclusives. Oh, man. But, see, that worries me because Bethesda has, the Skyrim team has a fucking problem where they are known for releasing buggy games, and I honestly feel like fucking Starfield's going to be in buggies too. And yeah, I really hope Hellblade 2 is good, because... Oh, shit. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it's like when we were kids, man, if you released a game and it did well, you would if they released a game and it did well, you'd be like, oh man, we're gonna get a sequel now. Now it's like if a game does super well, they're just gonna milk it for the next 10 fucking years. It may make sure you won't get a fucking sequel. Yay. Like, you know, Rockstar used to release all these great games. Rockstar, you know, to quote the kids, used to be the fucking GOAT. In an incredibly short time span, they released fucking GTA 3, Vice City San Andreas, Bully, Midnight Club, Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, fucking Max Payne 3. You know, like, Rockstar, man, was fucking unstoppable. And it's like now, you know, we're waiting 10 fucking years just to get a little morsel of fucking GTA 6. Right? Like, okay, for, you know, quoting the kids again, no cap, Midnight Club 3 is, in my opinion, the greatest racing game ever made. Oh my god, I fucking love Midnight Club 3. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked Midnight Club LA, but Midnight Club 3, oh my god, the car racing in that game felt like you're driving a fucking rocket ship. That game did a sense of speed better than anything I can even...
Shit, that Hedgie's lost it. Fuck my life.
This is usually a harmless geodesic geology robot.
Harmless my ass. What other tricks does it have up its sleeve?
I'm not sure. I don't have access to this model's data.
I wish
Like,
it didn't have
that game had such a great sense of speed, man.
access to us.
I
like
couldn't
you
agree
just
more, Comrade Major.
Come
you
on,
just
let's go
felt
find
like
that canister.
unstoppable,
At
you know?
least we won't have to find the door to the shop. We can just
Like you were
climb
barely
through the
on
window.
you were barely on the fucking road. It was amazing.
So, what will it be, Major?
And then the gun, you know, the cars were amazing, the customization was amazing, the soundtrack. Oh my god, so many songs are on my fucking playlist from Midnight Club 3. I learned about all kinds of bands that I had never heard of before, specifically from fucking Midnight Club 3. I love it.
Where do you think the canister might be?
A device
Show me
that
what you got.
dispenses the luminescent polymer is located on one of these platforms.
Let's go find it.
I really love the art direction in this game, for real. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Crap, there's no canister here.
I'm sure we can find one here somewhere.
We found the dispenser. Now we gotta find a goddamn canister. Will this canister work?
Judging from its shape and diameter, indeed.
Canister detected. Synthesizing luminopolymer. Canister will be built in 35 days.
35? Great. I'll come back later.
The synthesis process can be sped up.
That's good news. How?
The massive mixers that enrich raw polymer with anaerobic bacteria operate at a set speed.
So if the speed is increased, the process will get sped up too? Where's the control panel?
There isn't one. Under normal circumstances, the speed of the process does not vary. But a shock blast could provide their electric motors with extra voltage.
Now, we just need to find those motors.
Ah, damn it. I missed. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna play some Hogwarts Legacy. I've been trying to play it with this person. I usually wait for her to watch. She's a really big Harry Potter fan like me. I don't often bring it up, but yeah, I'm a fucking super big Harry Potter fan. Like you could legitimately see me fucking LARPing as a fucking wizard. Expecto Patronus! Avada Kedavra!
Don't stay in the dark.
Please select the desired procedure.
Yeah, well, I'm a huge fan of the movies and the books, man. Like I've read all the books, I've watched all the movies. I haven't watched Fantastic Beasts. I don't give a fuck about Fantastic Beasts, but all the movies, all the books, I read them as soon as they came out. You know. But yeah, this chick is ready, so I'm gonna save and I'm gonna quit and be right back playing Hogwarts Legacy.